For our next productivity tool to present is the PowerPoint. First, open your PowerPoint app. You can tap New or Open and use the templates na available here in PowerPoint. So our first feature here is Reuse Slides. So go to Insert tab, click New Slide. Find the Reuse Slides option and then click it. Once clicked, a Reuse Slides pane will appear on the right side. In the Reuse Slides pane, you can browse and open a PowerPoint file. Click Open a PowerPoint file and find the PowerPoint file that contains the slide you want to reuse. And then, once you've chosen a PowerPoint file that contains the slide you want to reuse, all the slides from that PowerPoint file will appear on the Reuse Slides pane. Finally, choose the slide that you want to reuse. It will eventually appear once you click it under your current slide. And there you have it. Our second feature here in PowerPoint is the design ideas. Take note that a PowerPoint designer does not work with mixed shapes or other objects on your slide. If you add a shape, line, text box, ink, or video to your slide, the design ideas command will likely not work. That's because it is designed to work with placeholders only. The PowerPoint Design Ideas command can only generate slide layout ideas for certain types of PowerPoint objects and only a certain number of each of those objects. So, step number 1, go to Design tab. Find Design Ideas on the Designer section and click it. Once clicked, a Design Ideas pane will appear on the right side. It will eventually generate design ideas for your slide. And then, choose your desired design. Now, you know how to use the Design Ideas tab. Now, our third feature here in PowerPoint is the zoom. You can do that by going to Insert tab, select Zoom on the Links group. Once clicked, 3 types of zoom will appear underneath, and that is Summary Zoom, Section Zoom, and Slide Zoom. Before you choose a zoom, let's head onto the introduction of different types of zooms. Summary Zoom is similar to a landing page in that it displays all of the components of your presentation at once. When you're presenting, you can use the zoom to move from one point to another in any order you want. You can be creative, skip ahead, or return the sections of your slideshow without disrupting the flow of your presentation. And here is how you do it. First, select Summary Zoom. Next, the Insert Summary Zoom dialog box then opens. And then, choose which slides to include in your Summary Zoom. These will serve as the first slides in your Summary Zoom sections. If your presentation already has sections, the first slide of each section is pre-selected by default. Deselect any sections you don't want to include in your Zoom. Then, clear the checkbox next to keep unused sections in your presentation. If you want PowerPoint to remove any sections you didn't include in your Summary Zoom, don't worry. The slides from the sections you're removing will still be included in your presentation. After you've chosen all the slides for your Summary Zoom, click Insert. Your Summary Zoom has been created, and it will appear as a new slide just before the first slide in your Summary Zoom. So, here is how it looks like. After every slide of each section, you will immediately go to your summary zoom. And this. And if you want to go or proceed to your next slide, just click outside of the summary zoom. Then, you may still want to add or remove sections of your presentation after you've created a summary zoom. You don't have to start from scratch. If you have made changes since creating your summary zoom that you want to capture, just update your summary zoom. Select your zoom, then click the Format tab on the ribbon. And now let's go to our slide zoom. A slide zoom allows you to freely navigate between slides in any order you want without interfering the flow of your presentation. They are a good option for shorter presentations with fewer sections, but slide zooms can also be used in a variety of presentation scenarios. Slide zooms allow you to drill down into multiple pieces of information while remaining on the same canvas. And here's how you do it. First step, select Slide Zoom. The Slide Zoom dialog box opens. Select the slides you want to use in your slide zoom. Third, once you have selected all the slides you want to use, select Insert. Your slide zoom is created. Tip: you can quickly create a slide zoom by simply selecting the slide you want from the thumbnail pane and dragging it onto the slide you want to zoom in on. By clicking and dragging, you can create slide zooms, change them quickly, and arrange them however you want. And now, let's go to our section zoom. A section zoom is a link to a section already in your presentation. You can use them to go back to sections you want to really emphasize or to highlight how certain pieces of your presentation connect. So here are the steps on how to do it. Step number 1, select Section Zoom. Step number 2, select the section you want to use as a section zoom. Step number 3, select Insert. Your section zoom will be created. Tip: you can quickly create a section zoom by selecting the section name you want in the thumbnail pane and dragging it onto the slide you want to section zoom on. And our fourth feature here in PowerPoint is the Morph transition. We're going to show you two types of Morph, and that is Basic Morph and Enhanced Morph. Now, you will need two slides with at least one object in common to use the Morph transition effectively. The easiest way is to duplicate the slide and then move the object on the second slide to a different location, into a different size, or copy and paste the object from one slide and add it to the next. Then, go to Transitions tab, find the Morph transition. It's very quick to find since it is the second transition visible. Step number 3, click the Morph transition. There's an effect options to show just how you would like the Morph transition to work depending on your elements. Apply the transition in each slide, although it's only required in the second slides. And this is the basic Morph. Step number 1, move your elements on the second slide to the location where you'd like them to morph. Click Preview to see the Morph transition in action. And there, you have it, Basic Morph. And then let's go to our Enhanced Morph. Enhanced Morph. Using Enhanced Morph, you will be able to morph your element into a different element smoothly. So you must set a different element on your second slide. Step 1. Moving on to enhanced morph, follow the same steps, steps 1 to 3. However, in step 1, use different objects on the second slide. Step number 2, go to the first slide for your enhanced morph and find the select option on the editing section in the home tab. Click the select option and a few options will appear underneath. Choose selection pane. Afterwards, a selection pane will appear on the right side. The names of each element on that slide will appear. Rename it into something more specific. On the second slide for your enhanced morph, rename the elements you have chosen your previous different elements to morph into. Rename them just like the previous elements. If you want to see the difference without the renaming applied, you may leave one element untouched. Lastly, click Preview to see the morph transition in action. And there you have it, enhanced morph. Remember that Word and PowerPoint are enhanced morph while Excel is not. This time, let's go see the result of our enhanced morph. Ooh, did you see that? Let's try it again. See that kinda powerful and interactive flow of transition? Now let's head to our fifth feature, which is the Slideshow Views. The Slideshow Views, also called as presentation views, enables you to see your presentation in different ways. Normal, outline view, slide sorter, notes page, and reading view. However, the visible ones are normal, slide sorter, reading view, and slideshow views button. Since it is located at the status bar, the outline view is only available on the view tab. Step number 1. Go to status bar or view tab and select the type of slideshow view you want to view or deliver your presentation as. If you are undecided, let us head onto the introduction of the different types of slideshow views. First, we have the normal view. It is the default view best for creating and editing each slide. Second, the slide sorter view. It enables you to see all your slides as thumbnails and easily rearrange them. Just drag them to reorder. For our third, notes page view. It enables you to see your presentation when printed out with notes. In each slide, it shows your speaker notes, which you can also edit in this view. The fourth is the reading view. It allows you to play your slideshow in PowerPoint window to see animations and transitions without switching to a full screen slideshow. Fifth is the outline view. It shows all your slides as an outline. With this, you can also name each slide easily. How to apply? You can find it on the View tab and select the outline view. The sixth is the slideshow view, the most common type of view in presenting slideshows. It allows you to deliver your slideshow presentation full screen slide. How to apply? You can find it only in the status bar. Select Slideshow. To exit, press ESC button on your keyboard. And that is for our fifth PowerPoint feature, Views.